A fabulous day, future educators, and especially to our instructress, Miss Elvira Bungales. A pleasant day, ma'am. I am Hashel Oroyankila, and today I'll be giving an example on how to give a deconstructive criticism on a particular literary piece. For today's video, I'll be sharing to you a short story entitled Paddy Saves the Day and show you how deconstruction works with this kind of literary piece. In this discussion, I'll be giving out deconstructive criticism in every paragraph of the story for us to easily understood how deconstruction functions in this kind of piece. However, there are different ways on how to deconstruct, but the one that I'll be sharing with you today is the most easiest way. So are you ready? Sit yourself and together we will venture into another fun learning experience. Paddy saves the day. One day, a stray dog arrived at the farm. Tom and Megan found him at the back door. "What's your name?" said Megan. "Woof, woof," said the dog, and he licked Megan's face. They called him Paddy. He was a big, friendly dog. "Can we keep him, Mom?" Tom asked. "Ask your father." So in the first paragraph of the story, we can see that a situation arises. It is the appearance of the dog. The main character, which is Tom and Megan, are faced with a challenge. So what challenge is this? Let's continue. But their father didn't want him. "What if he chases the sheep?" said Dad. "But Dad," said Megan, "I'm sure he's a good dog." "Woof, woof," said Paddy. "He can stay for a week, but if he isn't good, he must go." A problem occurs. The children want the dog, but their father doesn't want him. Out of this tension, something develops. The father sets a test. Paddy must be a good. How will the dog meet this test? Let's continue. Unfortunately, Paddy was anything but good. The first day, he jumped into the pond and chased the ducks and geese. Then he came inside and put mud on Mom's new carpet. Then he barked at the moon and kept everyone awake all night. "That's it," said Dad. "He's going." So in this paragraph, we can see that there is a major problem now. The dog has failed the test. The children have become fond of the dog, and they are about to lose him. What can be done? They are now motivated to take serious action. "Let's hide him," said Tom. "Where?" "On the island." The farm was near a big river. In the middle of the river was an island. The children often had picnic there. "We can leave Paddy there with food," said Tom. "He can sleep in the hut we built." So in this paragraph, we can see that the main characters, Tom and Megan, find what they think is a solution to the problem. What kind of solution is this? It is hiding Paddy on the island. But will this resolve the problem? Let's continue with the story. So, the children told their mom they were having a picnic on the island. With Paddy, they went down to the boat on the river. They rowed across to the island. Megan and Tom showed Paddy the island and the hut. Suddenly, it started raining. There was lightning. It rained for hours. Inside the hut, Tom and Megan waited. Paddy didn't like the thunder. Sometimes he licked their faces. So in this paragraph, we can see that all seems to be well so far, but the author has introduced a strange development. It is the storm. It doesn't appear to have anything to do with the children's problem, and therefore with the narrative, but is it a clue of some kind? Are we being told something whose significance will become clear later? So let's continue with the story. Finally, the rain stopped. They walked outside. "What's wrong?" said Megan. Tom looked frightened. "The boat's gone," said Tom, "and the river's rising. It's a flash flood." "What can we do?" said Megan. For the first time, she realized that they were in danger. Sure enough, the storm itself is a part of the plot. The way the story is unfolding, it has created a huge complication. In trying to solve one problem, Tom and Megan have landed themselves in a bigger problem. They are in physical danger. Now, What will they do? Paddy, we help you. Now you must help us. Tom and Paddy went down to the river. Paddy, you're a good swimmer. We want you to swim home. We want you to tell Mom and Dad that we're here, okay? Paddy looked at Tom's face. He seemed to understand. Woof, woof. Paddy walked into the water. He looked at them. Then he started swimming across the river. Tom, what if he drowns? They watched as Paddy swam across the river. Good dog, shouted Tom. Paddy swam and swam. So in this paragraph, we can see that the characters are now attempting to solve what has become the major problem, the rising water, and their own danger. They are using Paddy to try and get help, but this solution is very doubtful. What if Paddy doesn't get across the river? What if he doesn't go home? What if nothing happens until it's too late? The tension or the drama is now at a peak. Readers will be very keen to know what happens next, so let's continue. Dad was not pleased to see Paddy. What are you doing here? He said. Is it the children? Cried Mom. No, it's only the dog. Mom had been crying. She had looked everywhere for the children. She had phoned the neighbors. No one had seen them. It was beginning to get dark. So in this paragraph, we can see that the characters attempt to solve their problem. Being trapped on an island with rising water has come up against an obstacle. It links back to what we saw earlier and what we understand of the father as a character. He doesn't like Paddy and is taking no notice of him. The plan appears to have failed. Things can get much worse. So, what now? Woof, woof, said Paddy. Jack, he's wet, she said. He's trying to tell us something. What if he was with Tom and Megan? Dog, this is your last chance. Where are they? Just when things seem about to collapse into despair, one of the character, Mom, makes the connection that is needed. Again in line with what we understand of her personality. She sees that dog is the clue, and she asks on the father to do something. He finally acts too. The solution beckons. Will the problem of the children on the island be solved? Let's continue. Dad borrowed a boat and found the children. They were in the branches of a tree on the highest part of the island. Paddy saves us, Dad, said Megan. Are you still going to send him away? Added Tom. Send away such a good dog? Said Dad. He's a hero. No, I've changed my mind. Paddy can stay with us forever. Woof, woof, said Paddy. So in the last paragraph, we can see that the children are saved, which resolves their problem. But because Paddy was a key part of this solution, the other problem, which is Paddy being sent away, is also resolved. Out of gratitude for what has happened, the grumpy and disagreeable character, which is Dad, changes and acts in a way which responds to the inner needs of the main characters, which is Tom and Megan, who desperately wants to keep Paddy. We have a happy ending, something every reader desires, with a resolution of the character's key problem, which drove the narrative. There is nothing else to be said. The story is over. I think that would be all for this video. Thank you so much for listening and have a blessed day ahead.